This is CBS.
Tonight on the TV6 News at 10, a long day for Milwaukee firefighters. 2 multiple alarm fires. Some 20 people are homeless. A business is destroyed.
Also tonight, Milwaukee police make a change to make downtown a safer place to be.
An election without a winner in polling.
Plus another winning tale to tell on Packer Time.
All the news.
Victims assaulted by the system, starting Monday on the TV6 News at 10.
What would you say if Pizza Hut served up Supreme pizzas for the low price of just $6.99 each?
Oh, baby, that's what I like.
The holiday feast deal, up to 5 Supremes each for just $6.99.
Oh, baby, that's what I like.
The Supreme Pizza with 6 of your favorite toppings. So this holiday season, hurry into Pizza Hut for the deal that's got everyone saying,
Oh, baby, that's what I like. Pizza Hut, making it great.
Pizza Hut now delivers to Greater Milwaukee. Check your mailbox and local newspaper for details.
Most guys would tell you they don't really think about their hair. Right. Personally, I think most guys want their hair to look good, as long as it's not a hassle. That's where Pert Plus comes in. It's a unique shampoo and conditioner in one. So, you get clean, more manageable hair than with plain shampoo, but without any extra work. That's Pert Plus. Hey, I admit it, I think about my hair. But it's not all I think about.
Shampoo and conditioner in one. Wash and go with Pert Plus.
When your car was new, it was born to run. Galloping around on regular unleaded gasoline was just fine. But with time, your car can have its ups and downs and begin to lumber along. And it's a fact. Around 15,000 miles, your car can start to lose acceleration because regular unleaded may not be enough. Now's the time to turn to silver. Higher octane Emeco Silver can bring back the power. Remember, when you drive, make every gallon count.
A friend you can count on in Milwaukee. This is the TV6 News at 10.
Heavy smoke and devastation. Milwaukee firefighters have had a long Sunday. More than 130 calls, 2 of them big fires. And they're still watching over the latest multiple alarm blaze. Good evening, I'm Mike Bartley.
And I'm Julie Feldman. 2 alarms sounded when fire threatened 3 homes tonight. The flames broke out about 6 o'clock in this home on North 24th Street, sending smoke billowing out the back. Firefighters called in more help when the flames spread to homes on either side. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Investigators say the blaze was so devastating it's going to take them a while to determine what caused it. The blaze has left 16 people homeless tonight. Earlier today, a massive 3-alarm fire on Milwaukee's south side.
Dan Jones reports the blaze destroyed a building filled with just what a fire thrives on, tons of wood.
The fire broke out shortly before noon at a big lumber supply store on 27th and Grange. More than 100 firefighters were called in to fight the blaze, which generated so much smoke you could see it for miles. The business had been closed since Saturday afternoon, and no one was inside when the fire started. The fire apparently started in the rear of the building. The building, constructed of wood and filled with wood, went up like a matchbox.
It was a storage shed, two-story storage shed, approximately 40 by about 100, containing lumber, insulation, and products of that nature.
Basically, it's set up with the store in front and then the warehouse shed in back. It's a large truss building. In there would be all the building products that are typical for a full-service lumber yard.
Nothing as far as the store hasn't been disturbed. The store's okay. We'll get you in a little while. Tommy, check and see how that front store is in case we order any help get someone's records on.
With all the equipment on hand, it took firefighters only a half hour to get the blaze under control. Hundreds of onlookers stopped by to watch the fire. One firefighter suffered minor injuries. Dan Jones, TV6 News in Milwaukee.
Damage from that fire is estimated at nearly $250,000.
Milwaukee police say a change in the department should mean better response time on calls downtown. Myra Sanchik reports on today's debut of Milwaukee Police Department's new District 1.
It is the first night these District 1 officers are on the job. In the course of one half hour, they respond to a call at the Hotel Wisconsin. An alarm goes off at this business school. and a car bursts into flames at a downtown parking lot. Before today, the officers who would take these calls came from the citywide metro unit or nearby police districts 2 and 5. Now, downtown Milwaukee has its own police officers.
We'll have a greater accountability to the people downtown, and we'll be able to respond quicker.
Downtown business owners hope it will mean an increased police presence downtown and make the area safer. Donna McCann is one. She manages a landmark cafe near Wisconsin Avenue.
There's been a lot more muggings in the area. I've had quite a few different people come into the restaurant that have been mugged or some type of problem. I had one of my cooks that's sitting down at the end of the counter jumped right out in front, and they do need more police protection down here.
And that is the #1 priority of the new District #1. Myra Sanjic, TV6 News, downtown Milwaukee.
The old District 1 was closed after a police reorganization. That was back in 1985.
Other news tonight: in Poland, Election Day fails to produce a new president. Solidarity Chairman Lech Wałęsa has a big lead over several other candidates, but exit polls show he will not get 50% or more of the vote, and that means there will be a runoff between Wałęsa and the second-place candidate. Yesterday, Polish voters in the U.S., including Milwaukee, chose Wałęsa by a 2-to-1 margin over his nearest opponent. Today's vote was the first popular election in Poland ever.
Now let's move on to the Gulf crisis. The U.S. tonight says Saddam Hussein has until January 1st to get out of Kuwait. The Bush administration wants to see that deadline in a United Nations resolution authorizing the use of force against Iraq. The U.S. hopes to get that resolution approved by the UN Security Council sometime this week. Saddam Hussein continues his piecemeal approach to releasing hostages. 100 Germans are back home, freed from Iraq today. Saddam is also promising to allow 70 Italians to go free on Tuesday. Former boxing champion Muhammad Ali was in Baghdad today, pleading the case of American hostages. So far, no response from Iraq. Back here, there have been more than 150 homicides so far this year in Milwaukee.
Sometimes those who lose loved ones to crime end up being victimized again. Tomorrow night at 10, Joyce Garbasiak begins an investigation called Victims Assaulted by the System. We'll meet Nancy Haldeman, this woman. Her daughter was killed in a drunk driving accident, and Nancy was kept out of the defendant's trial because of a legal maneuver.
You get so much dumped on you, and things you can do absolutely nothing about. I think you become a little numb.
Nancy Haldeman's story with the system goes from bad to worse. We'll hear it tomorrow on the TV6 News at 10. Now, up next tonight, rain sneaks into Bart Adrian's forecast.
And later, the magic of cartoons and the magic of Christmas all under one roof. Some famous characters invade Racine.
TV6 News vehicles are equipped with Cellular One telephones from Milwaukee Telephone Company.
Now freezers from just $188 include Milwaukee's finest frozen pizza, Palermo's, even refrigerators too, this week from $238 at Calder's.
Now, who knows what these formulas mean?
It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. Bob Token, Milwaukee's best-in-class Buick dealer.
2 years in a row.
And this says Bob Token, Milwaukee's #1 Buick dealer. My grandpa's the best.
Bob Token, Milwaukee's best Buick dealer. Judging by the deal you gave me on my new Park Avenue, Bob, that's not just a theory, that's a fact. It's all relative. Theory, relative,
Attention, all Wisconsin Badger hockey fans. Mark your calendars for December 28th and 29th for the Bank One Badger Hockey Showdown at the Bradley Center. Watch your Wisconsin Badgers go face-to-face with North Dakota, St. Lawrence, and Bowling Green. Exciting hockey action. Round up your family and friends for this holiday hockey event, the Bank One Badger Hockey Showdown, December 28th and 29th at the Bradley Center. Get your tickets now. A great gift for a Badger hockey fan. The Bank One Badger Hockey Showdown.
Mitchell Carpet is closing its doors forever on 92nd and Silver Spring. Save up to 50% while stock lasts. Store closing prices good at all 3 Mitchell Carpet stores. Be there.
Turned out to be a real nice day, especially out for the game.
Bart promised a good day for the game, and you don't have it. It was beautiful.
Nice weekend around here, but we do have some rain in the forecast, although not the kind of heavy rain that they've seen out in the northwest. Here's some scenes from around Seattle, Washington, where an old interstate highway bridge going across Lake Washington literally washed away as a result of the very heavy rains in the past several days around there. Over 8 inches of rain across parts of Washington state. 19 rivers are at flood stage now in that state, and thank goodness they're expecting some dry weather for the next few days. Well, wake-up weather tomorrow around here will start out peaceful with 34 degrees at wake-up time, sunrise at 6:57. But don't let that fool you. Rain is on the way. At 8 o'clock in the morning, we'll be under partly sunny skies, a temperature climbing up to around the 40-degree mark for an average across the city of Milwaukee as temperatures gradually start to warm up, but the winds pick up out of the east. There will be 2 areas of precipitation developing. First of all, a band of snow entering parts of western Minnesota tomorrow morning, and also an area of rain with some moisture surging up from the south, just entering parts of southern Iowa and western Illinois in the early morning hours tomorrow. But by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that rain will have spread into parts of southern Wisconsin and just be knocking on the door here in southeastern Wisconsin. Meanwhile, a combination of snow and some freezing rain mix will be making its way into the northwestern portions of the state, so could be some slippery roads up there tomorrow afternoon as very warm, moist air tries to ride over some colder air to the north. Here's a look at the satellite picture. It's going back to around midday today. We had some high and mid-level clouds. Watch the rapidly moving clouds with those strong westerly winds continuing. Very chilly air to the north today. Only 16 degrees for a high at Duluth Superior this afternoon, but temperatures in the 70s across much of the southern plains, and many records once again set today. This moisture surging up from the south is going to be the troublemaker in producing rain around here as we look ahead toward tomorrow night. Right now, clear skies. Mitchell 36, 31 at Timmerman. We're down to 24 at our studio. Waukesha's Crags Field at 29. The high today 49, and the low, the present reading of 36. The dew point is 26. That's getting dry northeast winds and a falling barometer. For the rest of the night around here, fair and cold. Lows ranging from the low 30s right near the lake to the low to mid 20s inland. Then for tomorrow, some early morning sun followed by increasing clouds with the winds picking up. Showers developing after about 3 o'clock in the afternoon from southwest to northeast across the area. Highs ranging from the low 50s inland to the mid-40s near the lake as east-southeast winds increase. Windy with rain tomorrow night, lows in the low to mid-40s. The extended forecast, plenty wet on Tuesday and mild with highs around 50. Cooling off on Wednesday with some snow mixing in, and then dry and chilly on Thursday with highs in the upper 30s. And actually, those upper 30s is pretty much near normal for this time of the year.
So we're getting back to reality.
That's right. Pack along the umbrella for tomorrow afternoon.
All right. Thanks, Bart.
You know, it's not easy growing up without a permanent family, and it's happening to hundreds of kids right now in Wisconsin. They wait for years to be adopted because they're older or they have disabilities. Well, the Special Needs Adoption Network of Wisconsin helps place those children in loving homes. Maybe you can help. This week, I'd like you to meet Johnny, an active 3-year-old who needs a family he can count on for the rest of his life. Johnny is developmentally delayed, but since he was placed in a foster home, he's made a lot of progress. And caseworkers feel if he was adopted, it would help him even more. Johnny's a busy kid. He likes to play and gets along well with other children. If you're interested in finding out more about Johnny or any one of the other children in the Special Needs Adoption Network, give them a call. Here are the numbers: 475-1246 or 1-800-762-8063. And if you wonder what it would be like to adopt a child with a special need, next Sunday night, I'll introduce you to a family that knows firsthand 5 of the 8 children are adopted, and it's a very happy family.
And another reminder tonight on how you can help abused, neglected, and foster children. Drop off a toy at one of these locations around town and help fill the TV6 Holiday Toy Chest. Our big collection drive will be December 8th. New toys or cash, greatly appreciated. Now to the Packers. They can do no wrong, it seems.
Andy Lascano is standing by with another happy story on Packer Time.
Absolutely, folks. You know, it seems like there's no place like County Stadium for the Packers. They won their 5th in a row there today. We'll talk about it next on Packer Time.
Only one dealer has rock-bottom prices on cars and trucks. His name?
Cal Schlesinger.
He cuts it off the top to lower your bottom line.
Want proof? Mel's just slashed the prices on Chevy pickups, Blazers, Suburbans, Lumina APVs, and Astrovans. Every model and size.
Rock bottom prices. That's how Mel's building a big name for himself.
I did business with this guy for about
4 years.
That's right. Then I decided to try this new company called
Fritz Incorporated.
Yeah, but I didn't stay long because
They don't keep in contact with you regularly. Our company always does by telephone.
So I switched to some other supplier I don't even
Supply
remember.
Central.
Yeah, great guys, but I wasn't happy. There was just something
They
about...
can call a follow-up on orders. We do.
Right. So guess what? I'm back with this guy.
Right.
Following up on sales, a call power plan from Wisconsin Bell.
I'm looking for some gift ideas.
We have great gifts at Office Max.
I have a reputation.
So does Office Max. We're known for low prices on electronics, furniture, and more.
I'm incognito.
No, you're in Office Max, where there's great gifts. Make your Christmas list on the go with the Rubbermaid Auto Office seat desk system and save 40%. This Brother word processor with 3.5-inch disk drive, grammar check, and more. Save 46%. What more could you want?
A better disguise.
This is the story of Ernie Von Schledorn. He's a car dealer out in the falls.
Now in EVS country, just $88.88 takes home a new Pontiac Grand Am. Beautifully equipped with tilt wheel, AM/FM stereo, delay wipers, and much more. Ernie Von Schledorn, Main Street, Menominee Falls, 8100 North 76th Street, Milwaukee. And now Cadillac, Buick, and Pontiac in Port Washington.
Who do you know wants to buy or lease a car?
A good car at a good deal. Is that too much to ask?
Not when you ask Pontiac. Grand Prix is sticker priced lower than last year, and Grand Prix gets 29 miles per gallon highway. Better than Toyota Camry and Honda Accord.
Sure, good mileage is important, but I want performance, too.
Grand Prix performs so well, Motor Week named it Best Domestic Sedan.
Grand Prix is just about perfect.
See why Pontiac outsells all the imports in southeastern Wisconsin. See your Pontiac pace setters now.
Wake the children and phone the neighbors. It's Packer time.
You can't touch this.
It's Packer time.
You can't touch this.
Packer.
You can't touch this.
Packer time.
Break it down.
So, how are you? And welcome to Packer Time. And I'll tell you what, since the Packers have won 3 in a row, I want you to go to Major Goolsby's tomorrow, have a free hot dog. It's a Goolsby's tradition. They give away 10,000 free hot dogs. It starts tomorrow at 11 and lasts until they run out. And doggone it, if the Pack isn't red hot these days. They're on defense. First play we'll show you. 50, Holland was supposed to cover 40 Anderson, but he didn't, and Anderson dropped a sure touchdown pass in the end zone. Big break for the Packers. Now, on the next play, 3rd and 10, Testaverde passed to Anderson. Anderson tried to make something happen. Anderson hit, fumble the ball. Tony Bennett recovered. Bucks turned it over twice today. That's one of the problems in the 6-game losing streak, turnovers. Now, here's the 3rd play of the 2nd quarter. Anthony, you can call me the wizard. Dillwig runs out of the pocket. Dillwig looking, finds 86 Ed West to the 20, 15, 10, 5. He fumbled the ball. Now, the ball went out of bounds in the end zone. I'm like you, I'm saying Packer ball where he fumbled, but the correct call is touchback. Tampa ball at the 2 because the ball went out of bounds in the end zone. Still no score, but no problem. There is, the next time the Packers have the ball, you can't see the left of your screen, but Kemp and Sharp crisscrossed. That was a pick. That's illegal, but hey, the Packers scored, and who cares, right? They led 7-3 at halftime. Sharp with 4 more catches today. Now here's the 2nd play of the 2nd half. 33, Reggie Cobb hit. Fumble the ball. It's recovered by 54 for the Packers. Scott Stevens. The Packers held Tampa Bay to 61 yards rushing. That was Tampa's 2nd turnover, and this time it hurt because 3 plays later, Anthony Dillwig will fake left, roll right. Come on, Anthony, hurry up, will you? All right, here he is under center. Fake left, roll right. He could have run it in, but instead he passed to a wide open Michael Haddix. Dillwig had 2 touchdown passes today, has 7 for the season, and then with the score 17-3 Packers in the 3rd quarter. Watch 84 Bruce Hill between Stephen Murphy and Bennett. He catches the TD pass. Testaverde threw for 261 yards against the Packer defense. That is 6th worst in the NFL against the Packers. Our last highlight is the rookie, 39, Darrell Thompson, the rookie from Minnesota. His longest run of the season, the longest run by a Packer this season, 37 yards. Packers ran for 144 yards today and won the game 20-10, and how sweet it is. Now, the Bucks hadn't won since they beat the Pack in Tampa October 14th. They had lost 5 in a row. They're a team in disarray. But Tom Pippins reports the Pack got their wake-up call last week in Phoenix. If they want to make the playoffs, they can't afford to take losing teams lightly.
Andy, the Packers didn't play a great football game. On the other hand, they didn't really need to win. More important, they didn't do anything to beat themselves.
I think that's what it's going to take for this team to do well. Don't turn the ball over. I think we had one. And just go play Lindy and Fonzie football. We put probably 4 or 5 good football games together now, and it's an important time for us. We played well through the month of November, and now is the big push right here in the month of December.
On the other hand, the opponent wasn't the 49ers or the surging Vikings. We're talking about the reeling Buccaneers, losers of 6 straight games.
We didn't deserve to win anything today. We didn't play well enough. We didn't play good enough defense to beat the #1 rated high school in the state of Florida, Wisconsin.
But give the Packers their due. They played a solid game on both sides of the ball, and they took advantage of some excellent field position created by Tampa Bay turnovers. Their 3rd straight win was as sweet as ever.
It's good to see this football team starting to come together a little bit. We got a long way to go yet, and some real tough teams to have to play yet, and it's good to be above 500 right now.
I'm Tom Pippins on Packer Time.
Well, I think they could have beaten the high school teams, huh? But early in the season, when the Bucks were 4-2 and an alleged playoff team, many people said it was because of the improved play of quarterback Vinny Testaverde. But since then, the Bucks had lost 6 in a row. Testaverde benched. The truth is that since coming out of the University of Miami with the Heisman Trophy in '86, he has struggled, and Tim Van Born says so have the Bucks.
Vinny Testaverde was up and down today. He was up due to 25 out of 49 passing with no interceptions and a TD. But he was down due to a short, unimaginative game plan, lots of pressure, and, of course, a loss. Testaverde's been an enigma his whole career. He was even benched for 2 games this season before returning to start today.
I don't like it that way, but Coach Perkins does run the team, and he's going to say who's playing and who's not. So when I'm playing, I just have to be prepared to win the game. That's all I can do. Well, I don't know whether you're going to ever stop Vinny Testaverde. I think you used the proper term and contain. I think you did a good job of keeping him back there and making him throw the football.
When Testaverde was ranked #1 in the NFL in passing, the Buccaneers were 3-1. He's stumbled, so have they. Quite simply, the team goes as Vinny goes. Individually, how would you rate your performance today?
Well, it wasn't good enough to win the game. So.
The Bucks haven't won in 6 weeks, so Vinny Testaverde is mostly down. Tim Van Born on Packer Time.
All right, so being 6-5 and in great position for a playoff spot, great news for Packer fans. But who do you think should be the quarterback? Tom Pippins wants to know if the job should go back to Magic, or do you ride the hot hand of Dillwig for a while?
Andy, let's have a little fun and start another one of those quarterback controversies. I say that Anthony Dillwig should be the starter next Sunday night at Minnesota, even if Mikowski's healthy enough to play. Hey, over the past couple of weeks, Dillwig has proven that he is capable of getting the job done in the National Football League as a starter. Besides, why risk damaging the tender shoulder of Mikowski when he can buy a little time and be ready down the stretch? On the other hand, if Dillwig should struggle against Minnesota, Infante should get him out of there in a hurry and have Magic. But for now, Dillwig deserves the chance. And that's a wrap from County Stadium.
All right, Pip, something to think about. Now, the Packers have a big one next Sunday night in Minnesota against the Vikings, who have won 4 in a row. We're going to tell you how the Vikings spoiled the Bears weekend and how there is nobody perfect in the NFL anymore when we come back.
Can't touch this.
It's Packer time.
You can't touch this. Packer. You can't touch this.
Packer time.
Break it down.
Kohl's Christmas catalog.
Our biggest ever.
71 bonus buys.
Sunday and Monday only.
72 pages. All slippers 25% off.
All Cherokee for juniors, 33% off. All Reeboks, 20 to 25% off.
Family outerwear, 30% off.
All fine jewelry, 50 to 60% off.
Kohl's Christmas catalog.
72 pages.
Plus 71 bonus buys. Sunday and Monday only.
It's gifts for Christmas. Plus 12 pages of electronics from Kohl's.
The real story is not about crime. Garbasiak knows. The state constitution has 20 provisions to safeguard the rights of the accused, but none for the victims. Garbasiak listened. The victims, so many of them outraged by the crime, they find themselves victimized by the legal system. Count on TV6 News anchor Joyce Garbasiak to reveal the real story. TV6 News investigates. Victims. Assaulted by the System, starting Monday on the TV6 News at 10.
So, where was I? Yeah, so when I started bringing my business to this bank, they camped out in my office. Now, I have to camp out there. If I'm not getting service from them, what am I getting?
A calendar. Actually, we get a lot of attention from the guys at our bank.
Think I ought to give them a call?
Do I tell you what to do? Trim the jib, will you?
Responsiveness. Another reason more and more Milwaukee area middle market businesses are choosing American National. American National, the bank for business.
Jack Safro has one good reason why you should buy a new Toyota right now. New factory-to-dealer incentives mean Jack Safro's offering great deals. Like a new 1991 Toyota Tercel for only $67.63. Plus, Safro incentives mean great deals on 91 Corollas, Camrys, and trucks, too. Need another reason? Choose from 300 brand-new fuel-efficient Toyotas in stock or on their way. Don't wait. The smart time to buy a new Toyota is right now. And the smart place to buy is your Toyota Incentive Headquarters.
TV6 Sports is brought to you by Cons, Wisconsin's men's clothing leader.
A lot of upsets today. The Niners and the Bears got crushed.
And if the Vikings can beat the Bears, we got our work cut out for us next week.
I think we're going to notice all Packer fans walking around town today with that little smirk on their face like you finally lost. Now you know what we feel like there early in the season at least. But there is still a chance for Super Bowl 24.5 Monday, December 3rd, when the New York Giants play the 49ers in San Francisco. It's just that they're no longer perfect, come to think of it, who is? Because on any given day, anybody can beat anybody. For instance, 49ers have every intention of winning their NFL record 19th consecutive game today against the Rams, but surprise, surprise, Rams in white, 48, Bobby Humphrey with the intercept. That was the story of this one. The Niners turned the ball over 6 times. The score, Rams 28, the Niners 17. That's the Niners' first loss of the year. The other score we have, Seattle beat the Chargers in overtime, 13-10. Steelers 24-7 over the Jets. Brister with a couple of touchdown passes. You know, you get the feeling that the Philadelphia Eagles were waiting for the undefeated New York Giants today at the Vet in Philadelphia. They've beaten them 4 of the last 5 times they've met. All right, don't tell us, show us. Fourth quarter, Philadelphia on defense, putting the pressure on Phil Simms. Pass tipped by 59 Joyner, caught by 56 Evans, and Evans will score. The Eagles are 7-4, and a great dance by Evans. The Giants are 10-1, Eagles 31, Giants 13. How about the Colts? Jeff George, 3 touchdown passes. Eric Dickerson, 143 yards on the ground. Colts 34-20. The Dolphins keep winning. The Browns have lost 6 in a row. Dolphins 30-13. Now, I'm sure Packer fans celebrating 3 in a row, of course, but I think they're also celebrating that the fact that on Thanksgiving weekend we give thanks that those turkeys from the big city south of Milwaukee lost today too, right? Don't tell us, show us. Bears humiliated by the suddenly rejuvenated Vikings. This is Herschel Walker, 34 in the dark jersey. Walker, 64 yards on the return of the opening kickoff. He starts playing like the guy they traded half the team for. Here's his second score of the day. Swing pass, he tiptoes through the Bear defense. The Packers in for a real test next Sunday night in the Dome. Vikings 41. The Bears 13. Vikings have won 4 in a row. They're 5-6. Cardinals stopped their 5-game losing streak. The Patriots have lost 9 in a row. Saints beat the Falcons 10-7. The Chiefs beat the Raiders again. This might have been the kiss of death for the Raiders. They had to beat Kansas City today in Los Angeles, or there would be a tie for first in the AFC West. And sure enough, fourth quarter, silver and black on defense. DeBerg touchdown pass to a wide-open Bill Jones. Chiefs and Raiders 7-4, but Kansas City has beaten the Raiders twice already this year. Wade won today in Atlanta, 18-13. Tim Barcho had 4 two-point goals. They'll be home Saturday, December 1st to play Atlanta, 7:30 at the Bradley Center. Here's the Bear at the Skins tournament in California. This is just an absolutely fantastic golf shot by an absolutely fantastic golfer, Jack Nicklaus. But Jack, he missed the bunny from what, 8 feet away? 8 feet away, Jack Nicklaus? Well, his short game has never been one of his strengths, I don't believe, but Curtis Strange won it for the second year in a row, won $220,000. Let me remind you that 7:30 tomorrow night at the Bradley Center, Trevor Powell, Keith Stewart, Damon Key, and the rest of Mike Bartley's friends on the Marquette Warriors meet Marathon Oil, a big game tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Not
set the pace a little bit.
Yeah, Marathon Oil, give them some good competition, maybe like the Czechs did.
Nice special on the Warriors last night.
Thank you very much. A lot of people involved, a lot of people putting forth the effort there. Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Did you know that some of the best-built men in America look terrible with their clothes on? Because the average suit is built for the average guy. Gladiator clothes are built for very athletic bodies. They're cut with fuller shoulders, bigger biceps, and a sexy 8-inch drop from shoulder to waist. If you don't have a Gladiator body, you can still buy these gorgeous suits. But you won't fill them.
Gladiator. Save on thousands of Gladiator athletic cut suits now at Wisconsin's men's clothing leader, Cons.
Tomorrow, purchase anything at American, but don't pay a penny down, not a cent till March 91. TVs, camcorders, VCRs, get it now. No payments till March. Computers, computer printers to microwave ovens, not a cent down, no payment till March. Boom boxes to complete 220-watt Pioneer stereos, CD players to car stereos. So get it now and love it. But if you don't love it, you can return it. But if you do love it, you don't have to pay for it till March, tomorrow at American. Maybe you won't love it, you can return it. But we hope that you do love it, because then you won't have to.
Tradition. At Rogers & Helms, we believe in tradition, like our traditional holiday sales event, the Jewel Tide Celebration, where you'll enjoy exceptional stores.